Hi everyone, Becky here. Guess what we're doing? We're continuing to grind vocab. Good guess. All right, 7 through 9, HSK 7 through 9. We started off at 5,600. We're now up to 900 remaining. So we're getting there. So I give it to DeepSeek. DeepSeek gives us some example sentences. And if we need to dive in, we dive in. All right. What? Ding ni. Do not know this word. Ding ni, not a good start. 双方正式订立了合作协议. So it's to establish or something like this. I shouldn't say not a good start. It's a perfectly good start. I'm learning something, right? That's what I'm here for. If I wasn't learning anything, I wouldn't be doing this. All right, I'm going to have to look it up in the dictionary. All right, what does the dictionary say? The dictionary says 订立把商定的事用文字形式肯定下来. So we're going from a negotiated matter to a contractual matter. All right. So to conclude. All right. We're concluding treaty contract agreement. Yeah. All right. So we're establishing something. In this case, we're a collaboration agreement, and it's formalizing and contractualizing. All right. 定律. 定律 is like a rule or law, such as in physics. Newton is Newton. 牛顿发现了万有引力定律. 万有 represents universal, so the universal law of gravitation. 定律. Do we still remember it? Or is it 勾股定律? 勾股定 is it 定律 or 定理? 勾股定理. So this is 定理 is a theorem, and 定律 is a law. Okay, I feel like I should know this. 定律. So what are your favorite laws of physics? The laws of political economy. Genuflecting. What is that? Genuflecting. Yes, that comes up every day. What? That's a perfectly cromulent word. 物理定律。这个定律被普遍认为同样适用于至少数十亿光年之远的星系. So an unspecified law, but it is 普遍认为, it is believed by everyone to hold 同样适用 to apply in galaxies. Okay, so the English is figurative, right? Several billion light years away. So if it's a universal law, like a laws of physics, yeah, the assumption is it applies throughout the entire universe universally. 定律. I'll ask the AI, what are your top 10 favorite news in Chinese? All right. So these are the AI's favorite 定律, the laws of science. 万有引力定律, universal law of gravitation. 能量守恒定律, law of conservation of energy. 因果定律, cause and effect law. Is that a law? 佛家强调的因果定律认为善有善报, 恶有恶报. Okay, so if you do good, you get good in return, and if you do bad, you get bad in return. So that's a Buddhist concept, right? So it's a law of Buddhism. 新陈代谢定律. This is okay, metabolism, the laws of metabolism. But maybe it's something else here. 从生物学到社会发展，新陈代谢定律 Yeah, maybe it's just used like this kind of thing. Out with the old, in with the nucleus kind of thing. 定律解释了旧事物如何被新事物取代. Yeah, so this is it's a law, but it's very loosely described as a law. All right. 对立同一定律. 对立 is antagonistic relationship. That might be coming up this sesh. 同一 unity 定律 I don't know what this is. 对立同一定律是唯物辩证法的核心. This materialistic. Oh yeah, so there's only materials. Yeah. So this is a school of philosophy. We're talking about an ultra materialistic school of philosophy. 认为矛盾是事物发展的根本动力. All right. So far, the only physics one is this one, right? Oh, and the conservation of energy. Okay. What is this? 量变到质变定律. 量变到质变定律. 量变. So this is like if you have sufficient quantity of change, you end up with a qualitative change. So quantitative change, I don't know, something like that. So like in large systems, if there is sufficient micro changes, it will become a macro change, things like that. I'm not 100% sure though. 学习的过程符合量变到质变定律，积累足够多就会产生突破. Yeah, that's kind of my philosophy to some point. So if I study enough Chinese words, eventually it clicks. One thing I do find is that the more words I study, the more I've got to mentally connect things to, right? So it sounds like it'd be harder to learn more words, but I'm finding it actually kind of easier in the sense that it's just faster to learn a word if you know like 10 different neighbors. But if you don't know those neighbors, then it's like just hovering in space and you forget it. If that makes sense. 否定句否定定律. 否定 is to deny. The denial of denial. I don't know. 事物的发展遵循否定句否定定律，呈现出螺旋式上升的趋势. What could this possibly mean? 否定句否定定律. 定律. I have no idea what this is. Even after the explanation, I don't know what it is. 墨菲定律. 墨菲 is going to be a transliteration of a name. 墨菲. Oh, Murphy's Law. All right. 墨菲定律. 墨菲定律让人醒悟，凡事只要有可能出错，那就一定会出错. Yeah, that's Murphy's Law. I don't think that's the common translation though. Murphy's Law. Oh, apparently it is. All right. Well, as Murphy's Law states, what can go wrong will go wrong. Parkinson's Law. 帕金森定律. 帕金森定律层次的指出，工作会自动膨胀，占满所有可用的时间. Okay, so I don't know this one, but so it's some sort of semi-joking law that, like in a workplace or a work environment, the work will just fill in whatever space you have available. So if you have time free, it's going to fill in that space. So I don't know. You got to kind of I don't know, if you work hard and finish early, you just get more work. So you're certainly not incentivized to do that. Yeah, Parkinson's law. Okay, and 麻太定律. 麻太定律. I don't know what this is. 社会发展中存在马太定律. Okay, what is it? 即富者愈富，穷者愈穷. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer. 马太. There's a name for that. Apparently there's a name for it. Okay. I was expecting more physics ones. All right. Matthews. Oh, Matthews' law, is it? All right. So what was the one we didn't understand? So there was one, this one. What is this one? 否定句否定规律. Yeah. Negation of negation. Is this saying like a negative is a positive? 是辩证法的基本规律，也规律 not 定律。第一，指事物发展过程肯定与否定与否 no 肯定与 no 肯定否定否定之否定三个阶层。All right. You want to learn about Chinese philosophy? 形成螺旋式上升和波浪式前进的运动。I don't know. 其核心是辩证否定及克服又保留，最终在更高层次实现统一。Hello. Why does he look angry at me? I didn't do anything wrong. All right. Let's not make fun of make fun of philosophers. All right. All right. So I was expecting more physics, but all right. 定论. This is yet another. Oh, this is theorem, is it? Theorem, 定论. No, if it's not theorem, 定理. 定理 is theorem. It's also lemma, is it? I'm not sure. 定论, something in that ballpark of theorem. Final conclusion, accepted argument. All right. 这件事还没有最终定论. Final decision, final conclusion, argument, etc. 定向. The 向 is the direction, right? 方向. So 定向. So you're fixing this direction. 定向. My computer is going a bit slow all of a sudden. All right. 这所大学主要培养定向人才. So not what I was thinking. I thought it was fixed direction, but it's not orientate. All right. So 定向 verb definition 1. 确定方向. So that's a verb. That would mean to confirm the direction. 确定方向. Or a definite. If it's a verb though, what do you think it could mean? Okay. 这些鸟是根据星星来确定方向的. Oh, okay. So this 确定, yeah, to confirm their direction. So in the sense of they're using the stars and like, oh, right, north is that way kind of thing. All right, that makes sense. So 定向, it's not fixed direction, it is confirmed direction. All right. Number 2, 按照一定方向进行的. Yeah, that's what I thought it'd mean. So it's proceeding in a fixed direction. Okay, 定向招生. Sorry, 定向. So 按照一定方向进行的. So directed in the sense of proceeding in a particular direction. And So this is the orientate, right? They're orientating students, so they have to go through all this process. All right. And 培养. Okay. 这些定向培养的西红柿. What? What? The tomatoes don't have a sense of direction. How do you... What? So, yeah. Specifically... Or maybe this isn't the best. What am I looking at here? This is bizarre. Okay, 一种细胞定向培养系统包括一基底、一培养层以及一培养液。What? This invention did not come up. What am I supposed to do with this? Yeah, I looked it up on Pleco. Here, you can kind of pause or whatever. Yeah, actually, I'm kind of finding Pleco's ones. This is the 规范词典 on Pleco. All right, so sorry. So number 1 was a verb. 确定或测定方向. So you're confirming or 测定, 测定 meaning determining, surveying direction. And yeah, the example 工作要先定向. So work should be oriented first. So this oriented is broader than in English. It's more like you want to work towards a certain goal or target or something like this. So you're first locking in, you're 确定 or 锁定 your goal. You get like, oh, the goal's in that direction, or the direction we're going in is that way. Yeah, so you don't have everyone walking off in their separate directions. 定向. All right. And what is 定向仪? I don't know. 定向仪. Is it like a compass of some kind? 定向仪? Well, it's one of those. It's one of those, of course. Yeah, my computer is really slow all of a sudden. So what is a 定向仪? Direction finding instrument, directional device. 定向仪. All right, so it just basically says directions in some way, perhaps 3-dimensionals, etc. All right. All right. And 定向 number 2. 按照一定方向进行的, proceeding according to a fixed direction. Oh, sorry. I was meant to look at Pleco. 区别有确定方向或目标的. So yeah, so it's classed as 区别. 区别 implies we're differentiating between this and untargeted, I guess. So it's an attributive or functions as an adjective, meaning it has a definite direction or goal in mind. All right. What am I supposed to do with that information? So here, 天线. So 天线 is an aerial or antenna. So it's a directional antenna. You have to point it in the right direction. Okay, that makes sense. And 培养. So it's used more broadly than what you would expect. So it's like you have directional training, which means you've got to be trained for this certain thing, I guess. That's a little tricky. 定向. All right. What? 定心丸. It literally says fixed heart balls. I don't know. 听到这个消息，他像吃了定心丸一 一样踏实. So usually when you hear news, you don't have 踏实. Like, oh, peace of mind. All right, I didn't know that meaning for 踏实. So 定心丸. So like this refers to your heart being steady or stable, I guess, and therefore you have peace of mind of some kind. Tranquilizer. Okay, set something that sets one's mind at ease. So this is a noun. All right, 定心丸. All right. 比喻能使思想情绪安定下来的言论和行动. Oh, so it's words or actions that set your mind at ease. All right. 定心丸. I wasn't expecting it to come up. 定心丸. 给亚洲地区吃了一颗定心丸. All right. So you can eat it. You 吃一颗定心丸. All right. So this metaphor is pretty heavy, right? So this is like put your mind at ease. 定心丸. Fixed heart ball. It was anding, wasn't it? Anding. The calm down heart ball. Maybe pill. Pill might be a better translation for this instead of ball. Pill. All right. 这种承诺也使全世界青少年的父母服下了定心丸. Sorry, this is a new word for me. So 服 is the verb used for taking medicine, a formal one. You can just say 吃药 in normal speech, but 服药, yeah. 丸 here definitely is pill then. So if we're 服下了定心丸, so we're taking a tranquilizer. All right, so it just means it's calming you down. This promise. Right, where were we? Sorry, my browser was really, really sluggish. But as you see, it's no longer sluggish. Yeah. I was hovering over things and it'd take a second to load. Yeah, I mentioned before the browser had a kind of an update and it no longer loaded pages. When I loaded pages, I had to click refresh like 3 or 4 times and I couldn't figure out why. So hopefully it solves that problem too. So if we go to image search, it just loads. Oh wow. Oh wow, that's really cool. So what was that thing we asked about? Yeah, sometimes an update. I don't like updating things because yeah, that was really fast. Oh, I've been suffering in silence for a while. And not all that silent as well. Yeah. All right. Oh, okay, so now that I've fixed the browser issue, what are we doing? Okay, 定心丸. So tranquilizer used figuratively to refer to something that calms you down and gives you peace of mind. Okay. 共盘定心丸. So it's an actual thing as well, is it? What's this? I don't recognize that character. Yangshen. Oh, it's a different one. Yangshen 定心丸. I'm not sure if this is used figuratively or this is actual medicine. Maybe it's ambiguous. Ying, what's that character? Ying 什么 pass? 定心丸. Ying Yan. All right. Pass Ying Yan. 定心丸. All right. Used figuratively a lot of the time. 定心丸. Oh, maybe it is actually a brand of medicine, and over time people adopted it, like Kleenex or Google or something. You know, over time it becomes part of the vernacular. All right. 定心丸的含金量. So this is the gold. Yeah, it literally says And 斤两 is the quantity of gold in one of these tablets. I don't know, maybe this is getting even more figurative. All right. 订阅. 订阅, this is used on apps and things like this. This is to subscribe. Remember to like and 订阅. 订阅. Yeah, 订阅 to subscribe. 我每年都会订阅一份科学杂志. Oh, okay, so this, sorry, I pushed the wrong button. 订阅. Yeah, so we're 订阅 into 科学杂志. Like, so 一份. So this is not science. This is scientific magazines. Yeah. I think this is also science, right? The journal, but it's journal/magazine. But maybe you'd put, I don't know, brackets. 叮嘱. There's 叮嘱 and there's, what is it? 嘱咐. The other one, 叮嘱嘱咐. They're both kind of instructing, urging, warning. I think those words mushroom together into a hyper word, and you'll get that. Warn, urge, exhort, again and again. All right. 妈妈再三叮嘱我路上注意安全. Okay, so mother is, yeah, 再三 is a fancy way of saying over and over again. Yeah, it's part of this word, the repeatedness. However, you can put 再三, and yeah, sometimes redundancy is acceptable and sometimes it's not, and you know, it's just when I do it, it's considered unacceptable. When a native speaker does redundancy, it's all right. 叮嘱. All right. This is a bit formal, fancy. You can say other words, like many other words. But Mama, I don't know, 劝我或者告诉我，要谢提醒 maybe 提醒我们路上要注意安全. Yeah, 提醒 is probably a better one. Probably more neutral. This one's a bit stronger, isn't it? 钉子. You probably already know this one. 钉子. Oh my god. I've put up with it not working properly for like weeks, if not months now. And the fact that I can put this into Google image search and it'll come up, it's amazing. Do you know the 成语如释重负? 如释重负. It's like this. Oh, I can relax. 如释重负. All right. This is the Chinese word for a nail. What do you do with a nail? You 钉. You 钉钉子. So you 钉钉子. So the first one is fourth tone. 钉. You nail. You 钉钉子. 钉钉子. So you nail a nail into whatever you're nailing it into. Normally wood or plaster. This is a stock photo, right? Like, yeah, you wouldn't be nailing wood, nailing in nails in every random thing. All right. What's the other? Yeah. So there's a 成语I like. 板上钉钉. 板上钉钉. Sorry, I get the tones wrong, didn't? 板上钉钉. This is nailing it into the boards. So it's like, yeah, that clinches it. 板上钉钉. This is one of my favorite 成语. 人们应记住我们的建议，并非板上钉钉. Okay, so our suggestions are not locked in. Yeah, I feel like locked in or set in stone or nailed to the mast. Do you know that one? Nailed to the mast. You say nailed his radical colors to the mast, right? So you nail colors to the mast. It implies that you're unwilling to change those colors, right? The colors represents a flag, right? It's a pirate terminology. I don't know, maybe sailors use it. Yeah, 板上钉钉. So to nail a nail into the wood. 板上钉钉. It's nailed in, not coming out. All right. 想象，钉着一颗生锈的钉子。生锈，the 锈 is rust. 生 meaning like to go from a state of non-existence to a state of existence. So it's going from a state of non-rust to a state of rust, right? 生锈的钉子. So it's showing rust, becoming rusty. Yeah, 生锈，生锈的钉子。定做 I don't know. 定做 Okay, 定, when used as a suffix, refers to things that are locked in, unchanging, determined, fixed. Something like that. 做 to do. 定做 No, I don't know. I can't infer this one. 这件西装是专门为他定做的. Oh, I do know this one. This is the Chinese word for tailored. It's tailored to him. So it's made specifically for him. You have something made to order. Okay, so not tailored, but made to order, more general than tailored. It's not in the dictionary. There might be another word. Tailor. Tailor, so 定做衣服, yeah, tailor. Yeah, not the person, but the verb. Let's put tailored. A tailored suit. 他穿了件剪裁柔和的 no 剪裁柔和得体的套装。剪裁 yeah 剪裁 okay to tailor clothes. 定做 maybe is more general than this. All right, and what happens? So oh yeah 定制 this one I've definitely seen 定制. All right. So there's a family of words here. 他出钱 okay 定做了一个厨房. All right, so this is tailored but not necessarily for clothes, more general. Custom built kitchen. 他还没决定做 no, that's another usage. Okay, 委托定做. Okay, so 我们的瓷器 our China. That's what it says, but China here is dishes, not the country. 我们的瓷器可以现货购买或委托定做. Yeah, 现货 means there's like the current product you can just buy off the shelf or off the rack, as opposed to 定做. So 现货还是定做. Maybe we need to know them as antonyms. 现做定做. 你得定做一套西装. So you must get a suit, a tailored suit. 决定量身定做 So 量身 liang as second tone refers to taking measurements of something. In this case, we're taking measurements of one's body, and then tailoring something to that. 量身定做的培养发展计划. All right, so this is being used figuratively. All right, so we're taking measurements of our body and tailoring something or custom designing something. We're using that figuratively, meaning we're identifying strengths and weaknesses in presumably a student or something like this, and therefore thereby tailoring a course or something like this to their needs. 所有新手们都被提供了一套为自己量身定做的培训发展计划 a development no like a training development plan that is specifically tailored to themselves. All right 定做 okay, one other thing. What if I just came along and said, I'm going to put this Zor here, the other Zor, what happens? All right, so I can do that too. I won't get arrested. I noticed I'm not getting arrested for using the other Zor here, so FBI, open up! Okay, 量身定做. So you can use this one as well. So maybe this is in the dictionary. No. All right, so 定做. Oh, I didn't mean to push that. Oh, look at that. All right, 定做强南风，定做标，定做. Sometimes autocomplete gives you some interesting auto-completions. 定做鞋, custom-made shoes. Let's put in Google image search. So some people with atypical foot shapes find it hard to purchase, shoes off the shelf and so on. Also, things like fashion designers and whatnot might want something a bit more trendy. Right, what am I looking at? This is like just custom made. 定做. Oh, okay, maybe it's not even all that expensive. Yeah. 手工定做鞋, the handmade custom shoes. Yeah, it is. I don't know. People say, or it is worth getting custom shoes, right? Or like comfortable shoes. All right. Anyway, let us continue. 敌视. So, if you know the characters, you know what this means basically. But 敌 pertains to enemy, and 视 pertains to vision or to look upon someone. So you're looking upon someone with the and treating them as a kind of enemy. 敌视. Hostile to view as an enemy. This one, 敌视. Or maybe they also view you as an enemy. 他们从小敌视彼此，很难和解. So from a young age, they kind of were hostile, antagonistic, or towards each other, etc., etc. 地势. Yeah, so 地 is obviously land. 势 refers to posture, this kind of thing. In this case, it's kind of the posture of land or the topography. The topography relief. So relief is also a term, right? A geology term. Terrain is probably a simpler one. Okay, so I can just open. Oh wow, and it just works. So some random extension was faffing me around. Oh, okay. So China's 地势, 地理视野. All right. So we have lots of mountains over here. That's the terrain, etc., etc. 地毯. Yeah, so 地毯, tan is kind of like a blanket, right? 毯子. So maybe you know this word. 毯子. Kind of like a blanket. It's a thicker blanket, isn't it? A relatively thick blanket for warming, I guess. Okay, 地毯. So 地 remains ground or floor. So what happens if you put a blanket on the ground? That it becomes a rug. All right. How do you say wall-to-wall carpeting? I'm not sure. Wall-to-wall carpeting. 全铺地毯. Yeah, so 地毯 is carpet rug, but yeah, in China it's pretty rare to have wall-to-wall carpeting, but in Australia it was pretty normal. Like you'd be hard-pressed finding places that didn't have wall-to-wall carpeting. Yeah, so you got rugs that go all the way to the edge, etc., etc. All right. 地毯. 客厅铺着一块柔软的红色地毯. Julian, there is zero chance a HSK 7 through 9 student does not know this word. Julian, zero chance. Zero chance. Literally, it means to lose face. Yeah, there is zero chance. 他在大家面前摔了一跤，觉得很丢脸. He fell over in front of everyone and lost face. 丢脸. As far as I know, Yeah, like maybe there's a possibility. Yeah, is it 吃面? No, not 吃面. 丢脸, is it 丢面? What's the other one? 丢面. Sorry, 丢面. There's another one. What's the other one? There's like 2 or 3 of them. To lose face. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 失联. Oh, it's 丢脸, isn't it? No, 丢脸 is the most common one. That's the one we're studying. Yeah, there's 丢脸, 丢面. You can replace, yeah, to lose face. What did to lose fact. 丢脸. Yeah. To lose face. 丢脸面. Sorry, to lose face. Is it used? 丢面子. 丢面子 or 失面子. You can say this, right? 失面子. 失面子. To lose face. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few ways of saying it. Maybe that's what they're trying to get out, but there's zero chance you get to HSK 7 through 9 without knowing the concept of face. Face. Yeah, apparently, like, what's it, 2000s, when people were like, face. I don't know, why did people do that? Face. It didn't mean anything. I was like, all right. Let's move on. 丢弃. Yeah, 弃 refers to things that have been abandoned or given up or forsaken. 丢弃. You're giving up something. Yeah, it should be deliberate though. 请不要把垃圾丢弃在路边. Yeah, so abandon rubbish. Okay, 丢弃. 丢弃. So what if we put it in Google image search? Right. 丢弃垃圾. You can say 扔垃圾, but 丢弃垃圾. 丢弃. All right. So most of the time it's just 丢弃垃圾. So there's, yeah, there are other, what am I saying? There are, like, in principle, 丢弃 could be used for other things, but it seems most of the time it's for rubbish. The dumping of rubbish, and the feeding of rats, apparently. All right. 丢人. Oh, yeah, that's 丢脸. Yeah, there's a few ways of saying it. 丢人, 丢脸, they're the same. 考试作弊被抓住. 真是太丢人了. Yeah. I don't know. Are they exactly the same? Not 100% sure. You need to 给面子. 给面子, give face. And what's the other? Yeah, you don't want to 出头. You don't want to 出头, make a fool of yourself. You don't want to 出头. Yeah, all right. 丢三落四. This is there's a few like this. I get them mixed up. But 丢三落四. This one is like sloppy, is it, if I remember correctly? Like when you do your work, you're not careful. Forgetful. Yeah, sorry, I got it wrong. Yeah, this one I always forget. 年纪大了，总是丢三落四。年纪大了。I feel like you should 学到老，以免丢三落四。Okay, so forgetful, empty-headed. 丢三落四。Rightio, what's next? 丢三落四. All the other ones. There's a few others. There's like a chungy for sloppy or something like this. 马虎的, 三心二意. What's this one? 三心二意. Okay, half-hearted shilly selling. 丢三落四. 三心二意. Actually, while we're here, we're going to have a little bit of an adventure. This one. Can you read that? 成语知识训练大全. So it just contains lists of 成语. So I've colored in the ones I know or have studied. So these are the ones with the character 1. Okay. 一丝不苟, 一言为定, 一心一意, 一事无成，一无一实，一干二净，一举两得，一落千丈，一模一样，一清二白，一扫而空，一箭双雕，一目了然，一窍不通，一成不变，一帆风顺，一鼓作气，一如既往，一词不苟。Oh, they read it twice. 一朝一夕，一针见血，一击之成。Sorry, I don't know them all. 大吃一惊，一目十行，独一无二。Okay, and then for number two, obviously got 独一无二, but 二话不说，合二为一。And number three, 三心二意，三长两短，三顾茅庐，三次而行。Yeah, that's not a bad one actually. 三次而行. So, do I know any with four? I know 四面八方. 四面八方. One for four. For five, 五花八门，五谷丰登，五彩缤纷，五颜六色. Okay, 五颜六色 is also six. I don't know any others. The seven, 乱七八糟. The eight, we had what was it? 四面八方. Wait, did we skip 五花八门? No, we said 五花八门. There's those two. But okay, 胡说八道，半斤八两. And number 9, there's 九牛一毛. Whoa, my tones. We have a malfunction. A malfunction, Eddie. 九牛一毛. Yeah, 九牛一毛. So that's actually not that uncommon. 10, we've got 十全十美 and 十有八九. For 100, I've added one. 百里挑一. That's one of my favorite 成语. 百里挑一. 百发百中. 百毒不厌. 百折不挠. 百战百胜. And what else? What else have we got here? Qian. Oh, I know quite a few with qian in it. 千言万语，千军万马，千变万化，千差万别，千方百计，千钧一发，千里迢迢 ，no， 千里迢迢，千里迢迢，千篇一律，千辛万苦，千奇百怪，成千上万. Yeah, most of them just mean a lot of, and then they insert some other word. And 万紫千红，万无一失. All right, and they're all the number ones, the ones with numbers in them. Yeah, I've gone through it. I feel like I know maybe a third. No, maybe not even a third. There's a lot of Chinese I do not know. All right, so 三心二意 and 丢三落四 are the ones I get confused. 丢三落四. And the meanings are, yeah, indecisive, forgetful, kind of similar-ish. What if we put it in Google image search? I don't know what we'll get. 三心二意，做事不能三心二意。否则很难成功. So it's like half-hearted. 兔小贝. Is this me? I'm sorry. I know from like Peppa Pig. Becky Bunny, all right. Becky Bunny. I like Rebecca Rabbit from Peppa Pig. 李贝壳兔. All right. Anyway, 三心二意. Okay, 三心二意的下棋. So it's not, you're not paying close attention, right? And so 丢三落四. This is, what is this one? Messy? I forget. Forgetful. Oh, where's my phone? Where is my phone? 我的手机呢? 我的车钥匙呢？我的钱包呢？丢三落四. So Mr. Forgetful over here is forgetting his mobile phone, his keys, or at least his car keys, and his wallet. 丢三落四，世界冠军. The world champion of forgetfulness. All right. There's um, there's a documentary about a guy who has a 7-second memory. It really is quite interesting watching it. Yeah, he's got like some kind of amnesia due to a disease, and yeah, he forgets everything. Everything like after that disease. So he'll be somewhere and have no idea how he got there, or even that he lives there, or that kind of thing. All right, but he does seem to have an understanding of like language and the concept that people can live permanently in places and so on. He still has those concepts, so that's interesting. 就算拉刺, okay. Just note that this is la. 就算拉刺. How am I supposed to remember this? I don't know. Let's put into 百度百科. 就算拉刺. 意思是形容做事马虎粗心. Yeah, that's a little bit different to forgetful, isn't it? Doing things are very sloppy. 马虎粗心. Careless. I'm going to have to investigate further. There's something weird here. Okay. 不是丢了这个，就是忘了那个. So you lose things and you forget things. Okay, so the la, what does the la imply? 该成语用法为联合式. What do we care? What do we care about? 马马虎虎. Is there a definition that's like lazy, sloppy or something? Careless. So it's just a 4-character version of mahu, right? Okay, what's this? 不知大业. Oh, that's a new one. Okay, boorish, sloppy. 丢三落四. Really? Can you get away with that? I feel like I would lose marks on my exam if I did this. That's very interesting. Okay, so this is the origin from 红楼梦. 哼雀儿先飞. Oh, 俗话说的这个I'm not sure. 的临学丢三落四的不齐全令人笑话. All right, so we need so I just happen to have 红楼梦 here, and maybe I can read it, but like 3,000 years later, I might find the answer to this question. Hang on. So 第67回, my 红楼梦 only has 30回. 第30回. Wait a minute. Did I get like ripped off with my 红楼梦? They only gave me half of 红楼梦. I've never actually read it. I was going to look up the 67th chapter of this book. There is no 67th chapter of this book. That's an issue, isn't it? All right. So anyway, forgetful, empty-headed. What am I supposed to do with this? Because they're also saying sloppy as well. Let's ask the AI here. Is this closer to forgetful or sloppy? Closer to forgetful. So forgetting things due to absent-mindedness. Partially. All right, 就算拉四, leave behind. All right. Lose 3, leave 4 behind. All right. All right. Let us continue then. 就算拉四. Okay. 地下. 低下. This is not 底下, it's 低下. Low down. It literally says low down. 他低着头，不敢直视对方。This doesn't contain 低下. What is 低下? Low status, lowly, to lower one's head. Yeah, all right. 下头 lowly. 机器低下 OK 他们通讯系统的效率机器低下非常 lowly lowly low status communication system 上校低下头 the colonel bowed his head all right 低下头 all right all right the dictionary says 生产水平经济地位等 so the quality of 生产 produce like from a factory or something or your economic position okay 在一般标准之下的 below an average standard all right the 低下头 it didn't come up okay 底线 so D is base and or bottom, 线 is line, so presumably it means baseline. 做人要有底下，不能什么都做。下 bottom line, so you can't do things that are beneath that line, kind of thing. Yeah. So the mental image is there's certain, like a list of things that are like I don't know, helping old ladies cross the road is right at the top, all the way down to, you know, I don't know, human extinction? I don't know. No, it should be the extinction, like the destruction of the entire planet or something like this. Yeah, that's beneath me. Destroying the entire planet, that's beneath me. Okay. 底线, it's beneath my 底线. All right. 抵消. 抵消, this is something like cancel, I think. I'm not sure. Counteract, cancel out. No, this one, cancel out, yes. 抵消这次收入更好抵消了之前的亏损 Yeah, the income cancels out the losses. Yeah,抵消 cancel out or offset or compensate for. Yeah, so it is cancel, but it's cancel something else out, right? 抵消因作用相反而互相消除 Yeah, so there's some kind of functionality. You have two items, they have like opposite functionality and thereby cancel each other out or nullify each other. Yeah. All right. Come on. 地下水 literally land underneath water. It's underground water. It's groundwater. Okay, so that's the translation. Yeah, such as aquifers and things like this, right? Or used for wells. 这片地区的地下水资源很丰富. What's aquifer? Yeah, a layer of underground water. 地下水层. All right, so that's aquifer. 含水层. Oh, okay. So contain water layer, aquifer. Yeah, so there's aquifer. All right, underground water. Okay, dia. Dia is something like a deposit. Yeah, so like or collateral or something like this. So yeah, you get it back if you're a good person, I guess. Put up collateral. This one. 他用房子做抵押，向银行贷款。Whoa. So yeah, if he doesn't repay his loans, he loses his house. Okay. Yuck. So it is collateral. Yeah. So for deposit, maybe you can go 押金. Yajin. So maybe this is better for small ones, and this is major ones in banking. Yeah. All right. Nothing else. 一手, the first hand. 一手. So this is first hand account, something like that, right? I'm not 100% sure. 记者获得了这次事件的第一手资源 first hand 资料 first hand resources. So yeah, first hand. So as opposed to it's passed on, so on. Yeah, 第一手. So first-hand account usually is the one we talk about. 除非我有第一手的价格信息，否则我无法成功。Yeah, first-hand information. 拥有第一手经验的医师，为您解答。So, a doctor with first-hand experience. Yeah, so presumably they've already performed this surgery or something before. 你可以得到一手的信息. Yeah, you can get first-hand information. We have the same thing in English, first-hand. All right. EU. Yeah. You can tell your enemies to go there. DU. Hell. All right. DU. Hell. I don't know. Yeah, it's hell. I don't know. Not sure what else to say. 我在现场，热得像地狱一样. Okay, so the fire was so bad, it's like hell. Yeah, all right. 地狱. So this "you" is used in defense, such as in 防御. 防御. So this defense is like protect your castle or whatever. You, I guess, also is the same thing. So D is used in 抵抗, in the word 抵抗. This one, resistance. So it's probably some combination of those. You. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure what context it'll be using. 战士们奋力抵御敌人的进攻. So they resisted. They resisted the enemy's attack. 抵御, whereas 防御 is more of a noun, isn't it? 防御. I think this is a noun. Oh, also a verb. But yeah, okay. 城墙是为防御敌人袭击而修建的. Yeah. So this is defense, kind of like a passive defense, whereas DU is more of an active defense. It looks like the soldiers are actually actively repelling the enemy. Right. Yun. So yun is often used in things that have some sort of non-obvious or hidden aspect. I don't know what the yun is, but yeah, it's used in things like yunhan. This contain, accumulate. Usually it's more non-obvious, not just contain, but it non-obviously contain. 电子垃圾也蕴含着巨大的商机. Yeah, so this is figurative, isn't it? Anyway, 底蕴. So I'm not sure why the D is. 这座城市有着深厚的文化底蕴. Yeah. It is also pertaining to contain in some way. Inside information. All right, I wasn't expecting that. Cultural inside information. All right, the dictionary for 底蕴. I'll put it on the screen first. 底蕴. It says 事情的详细内容或内情. All right. 不知其中底蕴. All right, so it is inside information. Maybe the AI's example isn't great. Cultural inside information doesn't make much sense to me. 西安历史文化底蕴. No. Very similar to the AI's example. cultural information, abundance of historical. Wow. So there's another meaning here. 底蕴. There must be another meaning. What else can I say? Yeah, 底蕴 in Echo's dictionary is a little different. So it defines it as 蕴藏着才智见识. So 蕴藏 is another one with this character. It also contained, but it's hidden or untapped, right? Untapped. So untapped 才智见解. Okay, so 底蕴 底蕴 this one 深厚 蕴深厚 so deep rooted. All right, deep rooted 才智见识. I guess that's what it is. Sorry, I pushed button. Number 2 is 嫡系内情. So there's inside information. So reality, belief to the surface. Yeah, so here 文化底蕴深厚. So it's kind of inside information in the sense of if you're part of that culture, you would understand, but if not, I'm not entirely sure. All right, 递增. 递增, this is something like to increase, but like in a step-by-step manner. To increase in degrees. Yeah, 递增. 公司利润连续3年呈递增趋势. All right, so it is just increase here, really. Like incremental. It's not continuous. It's like boom, boom, step by step. 递增. 抵制. 抵制 is used for boycotting, resisting, literally sort of resist manufacture, I guess. 抵制, boycott. Boycott whatever products. 许多消费者开始抵制这家公司的产品. Yeah, so the consumers are boycotting that company's products, maybe because they have some sort of unethical employment policy. Oh, I'm just looking at the dictionary. Let's go back to this one. So the dictionary says 逐渐增加, so it's increase, but it just says gradually as opposed to discontinuously. Okay, 产量逐月递增. That could be fairly continuous, couldn't it? 利率呈递增趋势. Yeah, maybe it is just gradually increase. I mean, that's what the dictionary said. Rather than step by step. I've always interpreted it as step by step. What if we put in Google image search? Yeah, so 递增与递减函数. All right, so gradually increase versus gradually decrease. 递减. All right, what's factorial in Chinese? Factorial, yeah, 阶乘. This is like step multiplication. No, it's not related. 递增. Not sure what to think about that. Right, so the dictionary, the 抵制 says 阻止有害事物的侵入或发生作用. So it's prevent harmful 事物 is kind of very vague, but harmful things from 侵入 invading or 发生作用 or like realizing its potential or showing effect. Okay, so 抵制不争之风. You know the 成语不争之风? 不争之风. This is like an unhealthy tendency. 不争 is not good or negative. 风 can refer to like trends. People go with the wind. 随风而去. 随风而去. Go with the wind, right? So it represents people's behavior, like tending towards their environment and so on. So if everyone starts dancing, maybe you'll start dancing, kind of thing. 随风而去. but usually this one is more, I don't know, if everyone starts learning Chinese, maybe you'll start learning Chinese. Or maybe, yeah, that sort of thing. In China, everyone learns English, right? So there's like, everyone does it because everyone else does it kind of thing. All right. So 不拒绝风 is just an unhealthy habit or something like this. People are doing these things. And 抵制, this one, we're boycotting it. But so you wouldn't translate that to boycott in English. You're kind of rejecting these unhealthy trends. Maybe like planking or something like that. It's like, what? Yeah. Okay, and 侵犯. So resist infringement. That's what it says. So 侵犯. So you can 侵犯人们的隐私. You can invade people's privacy, infringe on people's privacy. So we're resisting that. Yeah, maybe the dictionary's examples aren't that great. All right, next is 敌字. Okay, so easiest way to do this is put in here. 敌字. All right, I am not a robot. 笛子. Yeah, so 笛子 is it's a bamboo flute, right? Yeah, I'm not sure what else to say. I don't know how to play it. The recorder, yeah, 竖笛 or 居笛. So there are other types of flutes. What's the plural of flute? Is it flutes? Yeah, it is flutes, isn't it? Flutes. There's different types of flutes. I'll see if, oh, this is an ocarina. What's an ocarina? Audi, an ocarina. Do you remember Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time? There it is. All right, 1 second. Yeah, I've been working on this. Yeah, it's not up to date, but these are some musical instruments I'm trying to learn. 三弦, 三角铁. This is a triangle. Ding, ding, you know, like at school. 二胡. Yeah, I got a photo. 大号. Some horn. Tuba. It's not a tuba. 大号. All right, 小号. Trumpet. All right. 拔黄. Guan. Why have I got guan? That should be a hao, should it not? I'm going to edit that. While we're here, we might as well make corrections. That's definitely a hao. Yeah. Is it going to come up with... Yeah, I don't want to go too far into this. All right. Okay, 长号, trombone, guitar, 唢呐. Yeah, this is this instrument here. 拍板. Yeah, these are really cool. You kind of, I don't know. They're also very loud, considering they're just wood. Where's 拍板? 拍板. 曼陀林, 木鱼, 中提琴. Yeah, viola. Okay. 低音提琴, double bass. 低音提琴. 大提琴, cello. 小提琴, violin. That's how you violin in this world, right? 木琴, xylophone. This is what happens when this word always comes up when you're asked to think of a word that begins with X. It's xylophone. Xylophone, X-ray, xenophobia. Maybe you can get xenon out as well. All right. 琴, 古琴. 电子琴. Yeah, 中琴. Different types of qin. Yeah, keyboard, glockenspiel, piano, 软琴. Yeah, so stringed instruments are often qin. So this is a ran or 软琴. Yeah, pipa. This is pipa. Yeah, I kind of looking at, oh, maybe I should learn an instrument at some point. At the same time, I look at the pipa and I'm like, oh my god, that looks scary. Yeah, 边境. Yeah, this is some sort of symbols. I'm not too familiar with it. Sheng. This thing is a sheng. Yeah, you get all these rare characters, which is why you need to kind of study them in particular. 笛子. Oh, I haven't got an image. 长笛. What is 长笛? Oh, this is the one. 长笛. So this is the one you see in like orchestras and things. All right. 筝, 古筝. This is a 筝. 单床 no, 单簧管. So clarinet. All right. So single spring pipe is a clarinet. That probably makes sense to someone who plays the clarinet. 双簧管, double pipe, no, double spring pipe. Oboe. 箫, yeah, vertical bamboo flute. What's a 箫? This is a 箫. All right, so we've got, what is this? What is this? Is that really a thing? No. 箫. This is 箫. Right. So this is like pointed forward, and this one's pointed to the side. Why is it different? I'm not sure. Maybe this is a D. I'm not sure. Okay. 箫. Yeah. Oh, this is 箫, is it as well? It's all different ones. That is no, that's a 胸. We saw 胸. Yeah. All right. And I'm making myself more confused. 编钟. Yeah, see those at temples and things, right? Yeah. If you go to a temple, you can see all this. Sakusu. Yeah, apparently this is like surprisingly common in China to play the saxophone. I don't know. I go to the park sometimes. There'll be some guy playing the saxophone. It's like, oh, all right, that's a thing. Yao horn, bass guitar, or cymbals. What's that one? Now, oh, that's another name for it. Is it? Ling. Yeah, I need to add images for all these. It is hard. Luo. Luo is the Chinese word for gong. I don't know where gong came from, but gong is not the Chinese word for gong, even though you might expect it to be. 定音鼓. What is timpani? I don't even know what that is in English. 定音鼓. Oh, it's one of those. All right. Okay. 架子鼓. So it's another, it's a drum kit. Okay. Cool, drum. All right. And at some point I'll get around to putting all images in there and so on, but I haven't done it yet. But 笛子 is one of them. Bamboo flute. 他从小就喜欢吹笛子. I don't know. That's precisely how you 吹笛子. All right, so some of them are sideways, some of them are frontways. Are they different? I'm not sure. Maybe they're just different types of 笛子. All right. This is 弟子. 兄弟姐妹的弟子. So I'm not sure. It could be brother, but it could be like disciple or something like this. Yeah, it's disciple. 这位老艺术家收了许多弟子. Yeah, disciple or kind of like student, but you know when you have a master. You have a master. Yeah, nowadays you have a 导师. This one, a tutor, like academic advisor, and you have students. Yeah. You think of them. Yes, master. Oh, my young Padawan. All right. What? 笛子. I don't know. Is it a base? I'm all about that base. Base, foundation, bottom. 笛子. 数学笛子很好. 学起来很快. So his maths base, okay, is very good. So it represents he has good fundamentals. Was it? There's no dunking, but good fundamentals. That's more interesting to watch. Does anyone recognize that quote? I don't know. All right. 笛子. Yeah, the dictionary has a few definitions for 笛子. So it can be base in the sense of your like basic mathematical understanding. It can be a literal base, as in the base of, here it's got 箱笛子, so the base of a box. Yeah. 功课笛子差. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. I don't think this is essential. Let's move on. 东奔西走. So we talked about this when we talked about 东张西望. So you're going all over the place doing certain things. What are we doing? We're burning and zoing. Ben rushing about, Zol walking about. Yeah, rushing about busily. 为了养家，他每天东奔西走，东奔西走。一个点，动不动 Yeah, so there's two of them, and you need to be a little bit careful. There's 一动不动, 一动不动, and the meaning is quite different. 一动不动, motionless. So if something is not moving, you can say 一动不动. Quite often, or normally you would describe something that normally moves but is not moving at the moment. Right? 一动不动. Usually a person. 我们一动不动. We're not moving. 我们一动不动的站着。光看那些动物. Yeah, we're just standing there watching the animals, not even moving. Now, 动不动, without the e, it really is a different meaning entirely. 动不动 is something like at the drop of a hat. Quite often, it's like at the drop of a hat, you'll lose your temper or something like this. 动不动. It refers to like something that's easily triggered. 动不动. 动不动. Yeah, apt to lose one's temper, catch cold at the drop of a hat. Yeah, in English you say at the drop of a hat. 他动不动就发脾气，大家都很怕他。Yeah, he's quick to anger. You just say something and it's like, oh, you're angry. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not sure why it's these characters, but that's what it is. 动不动，动荡 something like turmoil. 那是一个社会动荡的年代。So unrest, social unrest. Yeah, unrest is a better translation. 东道主. So 东道主 refers to the host. 东道主. So for the Winter Olympics, you have a certain 东道主. Some country will serve as the 东道主. It was in Beijing, so when it was in Beijing, then China is the 东道主. Okay, 作为东道主, official host. 我们热情接待了外国朋友. Now, host, official host. Now, what does this mean? Why is it this character? Why is it these characters? This has a backstory. I almost feel like this is a Chongyu, just a 3-character Chongyu. I'm not sure if people would agree, but like, oh, 是汉语一册 Chongyu. Okay, there it is, Chongyu. All right. I got Baidu Baike on my side. Look at that. So Chongyus normally are 4 characters, but maybe like 5-10% of them do not have 4 characters. Yeah, there is a story. I'm not reading that. That looks like it's ridiculously complicated. Do you have like a 典故? 春秋时代. Let's read this one. 晋国公子, is this a name? 重耳逃亡. 重耳. So this is a name, is it? 重耳. 逃亡到郑国时，郑国曾经阻止他进入郑国。后来重耳回国做了国君，一直忘不掉这件事情，时刻想要报仇，就联合秦国共同出兵攻打郑国。All right, so we have the Qin Guo wants to attack Zheng Guo because of this person. Like, is it Chong Zhong? I don't know. Maybe, I'm not sure how to pronounce this one. All right. 郑文公非常害怕. What is that? What is that character? 狮之虎向郑文公说, Yi, it's a surname, is it? Yi之虎 It won't let me highlight. Why won't it let me highlight? Can I just do this? Well, it would. Oh, there and yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll leave it. OK，这个人一只狐，向郑文公说，郑文公 is a person as well, right? Presumably the leader of 郑国。Here，国家危险了，如果派烛之武去见秦军，so this is another person. OK，秦国军队一定退走。OK，郑文公听了他的意见，派。So am I getting the tones right here? Probably not. 烛之武，劝说秦穆公 another person，卫兵。烛之武，推辞说，臣壮年时，尚且不如别人，现在老了，无能为力了。OK，郑文公说，我没有提早重用你，重用您，危急时才来求您，这是我的过错。然而郑亡国了，对您也不利呀。All right, so sorry, I'm getting a little lost, but we've got 3 countries, right? So this is in 春秋时期. This is before the uniting of China, when there was like 7-ish major vassal states, etc., etc. I'm not entirely sure of the situation. So we do know that the Qingguo wants to destroy Zhongguo. So this one went. So he went to the Qingguo. Hold on. No, hold on. There's also Jingguo. No, sorry, I'm wrong. The Jingguo wants to wipe out Zhongguo, right? Jingguo wants to wipe out Zhongguo. And so Zhongguo is going to Qingguo. Too complicated. Yeah. No. Here. Here. And yeah, we got 3 states. Oh, I should. No. All right. So Jingguo wants to wipe out Zhongguo, and Zhongguo is sending this person, Zhu Jiwu, to Qingguo to kind of establish an alliance, to kind of defend against Jingguo. Okay. So he's saying, yeah, if Zhongguo does get wiped out by Jingguo, then yeah, it's not beneficial for you either, right? 对你也不利啊。竹之武答应了。Oh, sorry, did I 答应了? Sorry, what have I done? So no, 答应了. So hold on, 竹之武 is from Zhongguo, right? Hold on. Oh, I'm losing track. Yeah. From Zhongguo, right? I'm not sure why it's 答应了. I'm missing something. 夜里把烛之武用绳子从丞相坠下去，求见秦穆公。Hold on, now I'm even more confused. OK， 秦国将士禁止他进去，他便在城外放声大哭起来。士兵们把他抓到秦穆公面前，问他为什么哭。 他说，我为中国哭，同时也为苹果哭。中国在晋国的东边，秦国在郑州的西边。All right, so this is the geography we're going to pay attention to. Um, so, so Jingguo is in the middle, right? And Zhongguo is in the east, stage east. I don't know. And uh, Qingguo is west. So west of Zhongguo. They're both west of Zhongguo, right? All right. Anyway, 中国一亡，晋国更强大，秦国就显得弱了。So yeah, so if Zhongguo is wiped out, then Qingguo becomes weaker as well, and Jingguo becomes stronger. 帮人家攻打别人的土地，反而削弱自己国家的力量。聪明人是不会做这种事情的。秦穆公听了，大吃一惊，连声说道：“对，很对。”烛之武又说：“如果秦国现在肯撤兵解围，is this a 成语？撤兵解围。the 肯 meaning is willing to or 郑国就脱离楚国。Uh-oh. Where did this one come from? So Qingguo has got a siege going on in another country. Is that the idea? Oh, there goes my pen. 像橙子一样，what's that character? 俯视秦国。如果让郑国作为秦国东边道，yeah, so this is where we get into the interesting part. 东边道上的主人，yeah. 那么也可以供应秦国人旅行旅行来往中缺乏的东西，对你也有益无害的，无害啊。秦穆公听了非常兴奋，便同郑国订立。Oh wow! Sorry, my head is in the way. 订立。Yeah, do you know why I'm saying 订立? Why I'm going wow right now? I was just noting we studied this, like here. 订立. To conclude a contract. We studied this today in this video. Wow, that's kind of incredible. I need to do it this way for some reason. I don't know. 订立盟约. So we're concluding our alliance treaty. 派将军旗子，冯孙、杨孙三人去郑国驻防，自己带着大军秘密回国。晋国因秦国被蒙，不得不撤兵，于是郑国之围被解除了。All right. So Zhongguo has found a use of defending Qingguo from Jingguo, right? All right, and so the use is they're going to watch 东道主. Sorry, they're going to watch 东边道. So they're going to become the 东道主. Right, and so they're the host of this road. So this is the kind of origin. All right, and nowadays 东道主 it means the host 东道主 of like the Winter Olympics or something like this. Yeah, yeah. I definitely did not give that Chongyu, the best treatment of all time. 东道主. But yeah. Yeah, all right. So anyway, that's 东道主. That's the story of 东道主. But nowadays it means to host a kind of I don't know, an event. You're kind of looking after something. Yeah, so these kinds of background stories do sometimes come up on the exam. You know, sometimes they give you a Chongyu background story and they don't tell you the Chongyu. Yeah, it's kind of annoying when you're studying because you want to know what the Chongyu is they're referring to. And yeah, if it's hard to search like the background story. But yeah, if you study these Chongyus, you're at a huge advantage for the exam though. Anyway. 动感. Presumably it's like stirring. I'm not 100% sure. Sense of movement. Dynamic, vivid, lifelike. Not exactly what I was thinking. 这首歌节奏很强，充满动感。Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking at 东道. So you don't need the 主. 东道 can also work as well. 东道主 or 东道. All right, just looking in the dictionary. Yeah, it's not in my paper dictionary. 动感 is not in my paper dictionary, but it's in Pleco under the 规范 dictionary. All right. 某些静止的物体给人造成的似乎在动的感觉，多由形象生动所致。All right, so it says it's describing a static work of art, but giving a sense of movement despite it being like static. And then it has an extended meaning with things like this. Yeah, 生动 vivid. All right, 动感. So it is a noun. In the dictionary, it's a noun. 动感. All right, so it has a sense of movement. 动感视频. All right. 动感超人. All right. It's a thing. Okay. 动工. Oh no, presumably it's like get to work or something. 新桥的建设已经动工了. All right, started work, I guess. To start a building project. 动工. All right, I'm just looking at my dictionary and all the words for dong are colored in except for 动工. Actually, it's not entirely true. There's more pages. I didn't see the other pages. But all right. 动工. 土木工程. 开工. Okay. 破土动工. Yeah, it's to start a project. 水利枢纽工程已经动工3天了. Right. And next is 施工. Okay, 前方正在动工，车辆热行. Wait. 动工. No, it's usually 施工 on signage. No, I don't. Yeah. All right, let's move on. 动. Yeah, most of the dong words I know. There's like 5 exceptions. We'll see if they come up. 冻结. Okay, so 冻 is freeze, right? 冻结 is to freeze. I think it's got 2 meanings. One is like actual ice freezing, water freezing into ice, 冻结. But also 冻结 is used in like freezing of bank accounts, if I remember correctly. To freeze, yeah, freeze assets. 银行发现异常交易后冻结了账户. Yeah, this happens to me a lot with my Australian bank account. You travel and there's some like weird transaction. The bank's just auto freezing your account, and it's a real hassle because I don't go to Australia very often. Anyway, 冻结. So the freezing of ice. 冻结. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. 动写. There's money in ice. All right. 动静. 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 Why does this sound familiar? 动静. So 动 is like static. Sorry, 动 is dynamic. 静 is static. 动静. Oh, I know what this is. This is astir. Yeah, you see like there's something astir. It's like a mouse astir. Detectable movement, sign of activity. 窗外突然传来奇怪的动静. Yes. something astir. Okay, so here it's a noun, isn't it? So a strange sign of activity. All right. I do know this one. 动梁. 栋梁. Okay, dong is used as a measure word for buildings. Liang is used for beams used in construction. 栋梁, 它是公司未来的栋梁之才. No, I don't know what this means. 栋梁, ridgepole, but mainstay. Okay, used figuratively. Okay. All right. 栋梁, 房屋的大梁. Okay, so the sort of the main structural support pillar of a building. 比喻, 担负国家重任的人. So this is someone who's, so the dictionary says 国家, so it's a national thing. It's a person who bears heavy responsibility for a country, a pillar of state. Yeah. All right. So when used like this, it's going to be figurative. All right. Man of tremendous promise. All right. I'll make a mental note, but yeah. 动脉. So we're now into medicine. There's 动脉 and 静脉, and they're both types of 血脉, right? 血脉. So 血脉, blood vessels. They're okay. So we have 动脉, your arteries, and then you have your 静脉, your veins, right? I'm not sure why they look blue on the outside. They're blue in diagrams as well, but inside them is blood, and the blood is red. You've never cut yourself and bled blue, right? All right. So what was I saying? 动脉, 静脉, and 血脉. So this is 动脉. This is an artery. 这条铁路是国家的经济动脉. Oh, this is a figurative usage. An economic artery. An economic artery. 铁路 is a railroad. So the railroad is an economic artery for the country. All right, figurative usage. 动身. Yeah, so 动身, when you're going to do something, you need to 动身. It's like going from a state of not starting to get started kind of thing. Maybe going on a trip more than anything else. 动身, or do some sort of project. Go on a journey, leave. Yeah. 明天一早我们就要动身去上海. Yeah. Yeah, you want to avoid traffic, etc., etc. 懂事. Yeah, so maybe we should start with 董事会. 董事会. So this is like a boardroom meeting. Board of directors. Okay, board of directors. 董事 is kind of 董事, right? These are the people. The people are 董事, or 董事员, or 董事长. This is the CEO, right? The head of the board of directors. Okay, 董事长. Chairman of the board of directors. All right, so this is all business jargon, right? Dong. This Dong is also a surname. Dong. Yeah, who do we know who has this surname? There's some people are famous with this surname, but I forget. Dong Shi, board member. 他是一家上市公司的董事. Okay, so 董事 is a person. So 董事会 are attended by 董事, so board member. I don't know what a board member is in English, honestly, but I know they make decisions about major decisions about companies and so on. 董事, this is a different character. 懂事 literally means understand things. So you often refer to someone 懂事 or 不懂事, they don't understand things. Such as children might not understand that we can't just give them chocolate 24/7. 他不懂事, you know. But maybe we do not actually have their nose. Who knows? Who knows? I may actually have your nose in my hand. You can't prove me wrong. 他们不懂事. You might be able to use this for other things, like people with mental health illnesses or something like this, or people who are kind of outside the scope of something. So maybe non-experts might not 懂事. It's kind of a fundamental level. It's like not even worth discussing because you don't understand things. 你不懂事, right? Very on naivety of childhood. Yeah, it's usually a child. 这个孩子很懂事, 从不惹父母生气. Yeah. So 懂事 kind of understands what's going on in the world, kind of thing. At the same time, yeah, it's to a children-like level, very like low, fundamental, basic kind of level. 懂事. Yeah, you could use it for an adult as well, but you know, you might make them grumpy. Okay, 董事会. Okay, 董事会 is here. 董事会. So if you get a whole bunch of 董事 and put them in a meeting, you get a 董事会. Yeah, board of directors. Hold on. Board of directors. I need to rethink. I need to go home and rethink my life. All right, why is it a 会? 会 is usually for meetings and so on. Why is there a 会? For board of directors. 股份制性质的企业、学校和团体等的决策机构 than an organization which can make strategic decisions such as an enterprise, a school, or a block. 团体, I don't know, some sort of block. 由股东选出的董事组成，执行股东大会的决议。OK， 对股东大会负责。股东大会，大会闭会 ，what is 闭会？闭会 close， 闭会期间代表股东对所属企业、学校或团体进行管理。So they represent shareholders. I don't know why there is a 会 in this word. Board of directors. Why is it a 会? Why isn't it not like 团? Let's actually ask the AI. Why is there a 团? Why is there a 会 in this word and not e.g. 团? 会 instead of 协会. Oh yeah, this one, academic society. 工会 labor union 开会. Yeah, meeting usually. But this one, association. It does have that meaning, doesn't it? All right. Where were we? 董事会. Okay. 董事会决定任命新 CEO. 那就是 CEO. Chairman of the board of directors. Is that not CEO? Oh no. 总裁 is CEO. 总裁. 总裁. Is there another word for CEO? 执行总裁. Yeah, 董事长 and 总裁, are they different things? I don't know. I'm not a business person. Okay, 董事长 董事长 is the leader of the board. The leader of the board of directors. Okay. 董事长在年会上发表了讲话。动弹，动弹, is this like elasticity or to snap back or something like this? I'm not entirely sure. 他累得躺在床上，一点也不想动弹。No, to budge. All right, I did not know this one. 动弹, in the 规范词典 in Pleco it says 动活动. 活动 can 活动 mean to move? I guess to move about, to exercise. All right, that's what it's defined as. To move. I don't know, 动弹, to budge. All right, I'll pay attention to that, but let's continue. 动向. 动向. 动 can refer to something like motion, direction of motion. 警方密切关注嫌疑人的动向。动向. Is it like whereabouts? Or is it like 一举一动? What? Oh. 一举一动. This is what I would expect in that place. 一举一动. Here, the police are paying close attention to the suspects 一举一动. That's what I would expect there. Okay, 动向. All right, I hadn't studied this word before. I had to color it in. I'm running out. I've almost got all the dong words. There's 3 left. No, 4 left I haven't studied. Interesting. 动向. 就发展变化的方向和趋势. Okay, so the direction or trend of the changes of the development of events. That's a lot of ofs, isn't it? 动向. So the trend in the sense of a change in circumstances. So the suspect's change in circumstances. Moving direction. Oh, is it just a fancy way of saying where they're going? 密切关注敌人的动向 movements. Yeah, maybe there's another way to. I'm going to look it up in Pleco. 动向. Because if it's just movements or something like this, it's not a big deal. Okay, 动向 as a noun, it says 行动和事态. So it's their 行动, their movement, or 事态, their state of state. The state of things. 发展变化的趋势. So a trend in the sense of developmental change, or the change in the development of things. Tendency. Well, that's what it's translated to. 这个展览表明他的创作有几个新动向. So new trends in her creations. Yeah, so creative work. No, that's another one. Okay, 很难了解他们所有人的动向. Keep track of them all. They're constantly in a state of flux, and you're trying to understand all the changes and so on. Yeah, unfortunately, 行动, 移动, 活动, these are all words. Okay, so 统计动向. All right. 接下来当然是长期的人口统计动向. Okay, so this is just trend, like on a graph or a plot or something like this. Yeah, 趋势 is what I normally use. 趋势. That's what I normally use. 趋势. All right. I'll just make a mental note that 动向 exists. There is this word, and I'm just not going to use it. 洞穴. Yeah, so 洞 is a hole. 穴, I don't know how to define it, but it's a Jack Ma. This is a 洞穴. it's a cave or cavern or something like this. Yeah. 洞穴. Yeah. What it is. What else can I say? Okay. 探险队发现了一个古老的洞穴. They found an ancient cave. 洞穴. 动摇也动摇 I don't know how to explain this. It's pertaining to movement, but it's like 动摇. It's kind of like flinching or something like this, right? I don't know how to explain it. 无论遇到什么困难，他的决心都不会动摇. Yeah, his determination did not waver. Yeah, waver is a good translation. Yeah, a little tricky. Yeah, there's not much else to say. And 动用, I don't know this one. 动用, move, use. I don't know. 为了救人，警方动用了直升机。直升机 is a helicopter. 动用了. So the police mobilized their helicopters. I guess it's something like that. Utilize, put to use. 动用. 动用. So when I said there were 4 words in the dictionary that I haven't studied, not colored in, 动用 is one of them. 动用. 实用. Okay. 款项, 物资, no, 器物等. So it is literally to use, but 款项, so funds, 物资, materials or supplies, or 器物, like implements and so on. Okay. 动用公款, so to use the public funds for some presumably useful purpose. All right, so here the police are using helicopters to save people. I don't know, maybe they're lost in the woods or in a fire or something. Yeah. All right. I guess we'll call it a video then, eh? We've done this batch. Time to have a bit of a rest. That wasn't that long, was it? All right, maybe we can do some more. Oh, wait. Yeah, I had to edit. So it is, yeah. All right, long story. And you don't care. All right. Thank you everyone for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and edit your videos, and I will see you in subsequent videos. TTFN.